Hello everyone, how are you all today? This is Ashar Khan from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. I hope you are all fine at home and staying safe. We are learning the map work of social studies today. All the chapters that we have covered so far, the map works that were related to it, in this video we will be covering those maps. So keep your maps ready and handy. Keep your pencils in your hand as well, because you will be using your pencils to mark everything, okay? You are not supposed to use pen in map work. Now the map that which you are covering are from history and geography. So let us see what we are covering. In history, chapter number 1, the French Revolution. Chapter number 3, Nazism and the rise of Hitler. These are the two chapters that we have covered in history. So we are covering their maps. In geography, there is chapter number 1, which is India, size and location. Chapter 2, physical features of India. And chapter 3, drainage. Now I know that chapter 3, drainage, is a reduced chapter, okay? We have not covered it because we don't need to. But we are covering the map work of chapter number 3. So let us begin. First one is the French Revolution. See, on an outline map of France, locate the following regions. On a map of France, you are supposed to locate the following cities, which is Brest, Bordeaux, Nantes and Paris. These were the 4 cities on which the French Revolution occurred, okay? Mainly it was focused on. So let's see. First, mark Paris on a map of France. From the 3rd province from the top, 1, 2, 3, mark Paris here, okay? And now come to Nantes. On the western side, from the 2nd province, mark Nantes, okay? 2 provinces down from Nantes, you will have Bordeaux, okay? This, I know it says B-O-R-D-A-U-X, but it's pronounced as Bordeaux. Now, Marseille is here, okay? So mark all these 4 cities on the map of France. These are the 4 important cities in which the French Revolution happened. Now, chapter number 3, Nazism and the rise of Hitler. On an outline map of the world, now you need a map of the world. Locate and label the following countries. We are locating and labeling countries of World War II, means the countries who fought in the World War II, we are locating on the map. As we know that the countries were divided into 2 teams, which are Axis powers and the Allied powers. In the Axis powers, we had Germany, Italy and Japan. And in the Allied powers, we had UK, France, former USSR or Soviet Union and USA. So we'll be marking these 2 teams. Now, on a map of world, first let's mark the Axis powers. Okay, Japan is the easiest one to locate. On the eastern side, there is an island group right next to China. Mark that, which is Japan. Okay, Italy is right here. It's a small island nation, so you can mark that as well. Italy is a peninsula, okay, so you can mark it here. Then Germany is located right above there. Above Italy, Germany is there, so mark Germany. Okay, so these were the 3 countries which were the Axis powers. Now as for the allies, they are very easy to mark. First of all, in the largest region of Asia, mark USSR. Okay, then come to USA, which is here in the middle of North American continent, mark USA, which is United States of America. Okay, then on the western side of Europe, mark France, and UK is right above France, an island. Okay, so these are the countries who fought in the 2nd World War. Now come to geography, chapter number 1, India, size and location. Now on a physical map of India, you will need a physical map of India for this chapter. Locate and label the following features. What you have to locate, let's see. Number 1 is the standard meridian of India, then the east-west extent of India, north-south extent of India and the Tropic of Cancer. So you have to mark these 4 on the map of India, physical map, okay? So keep your pencils ready. First we are marking the standard meridian. Above your map, there will be a list of longitudes, okay? So locate 82.5 degree east, okay? You have to locate the longitude which is 82.5 degree east and mark a straight line running all the way from India, okay? This is our standard meridian, okay? This is the longitude that we use to calculate the time of entire country. Now Tropic of Cancer, mark a line starting from Gujarat and all the way to the end of India, okay? That is our Tropic of Cancer. It is 23.5 degree north, okay? It divides our country into the northern part and the southern part. Now on the same map you have to mark the east and westmost extent and the north and southmost extent. Okay, so start from Ladakh on the top. Okay, the topmost point, which is the northernmost point, from there mark a line right to the southernmost point. Okay, and make a straight line all the way connecting these 2 points. This is your north-south extent of India. Then similarly you will mark the east and west points. Eastern point, mark it in Arunachal Pradesh here, and the western point in Gujarat here, and connect these two with your scale. So these are your eastern and western extent point and northern and southern extent point. Okay, so now that was the chapter 1 map. Now we come to chapter 2, physical features of India. Locate and label the following on the map of India. You can use a political map for this chapter. You have to mark 2 mountain ranges, Karakoram and Zaskar, 2 plateaus, Deccan Plateau and Chota Nagpur Plateau, coastal plains, Konkan and Malabar, mountain peaks, K2 and Anaimudi. So let us begin. First of all, you will mark the mountain ranges Karakoram range and Zaskar range. Okay, so on the topmost point Ladakh, start the Karakoram range and mark it all the way from here. Then right below that, in Ladakh only, start the Zaskar range, okay, up to the point of Himachal Pradesh, that is your Zaskar hill range. Okay, so these two you have to mark, Karakoram and Zaskar, not the others. Okay. Then mountain peaks, K2 and Anaimudi. K2 is very easy to locate. Just above the Karakoram range is K2. The other name of K2 is Godwin Austin. Okay, so mark that with a brown triangle. You can either mark a triangle with your pencil, or if you want you can use a brown crayon to mark that. We use triangles to mark mountains. Okay, Anaimudi is right here at the southernmost point. Okay, just above the southernmost point you will find Anaimudi. Okay, so you mark Karakoram range here, Zaskar range here. Okay, then mountain peaks you mark K2 right above and Anaimudi at the below. Okay, I hope you marked your maps. Next we come to plateaus. We have to mark 2 plateaus. First is Deccan Plateau and the second is Chota Nagpur Plateau. So now you have to mark plateaus. Okay, on the same map you have to mark first the Deccan Plateau and second Chota Nagpur Plateau. Okay, Deccan Plateau you will find it in the southern part of India. Okay, as you can see it covers the state of Maharashtra, Karnataka, some parts of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Odisha. Okay, and Chhattisgarh as well. So you can mark this as the Deccan Plateau. Okay, as for the Chota Nagpur Plateau, it covers most of Jharkhand and some parts of Bihar and Chhattisgarh. Okay, so these are the 2 plateaus that you have to mark. You can use different colors to mark these, but labeling should be done neatly with the help of a pencil. Okay. Next is coastal plains. You have to mark Konkan and Malabar coastal plains. Okay, so notice here on the western side, start the Konkan plains right from the tip of Gujarat, okay, all the way to Goa. Okay, just till Goa you will mark the Konkan plains, which is the plain which is connected to the sea. As you can see, these are the parts which are connected to the sea. Right from where Konkan ends, Malabar plain begins. Mark Malabar till the end of Kerala. Okay, so Konkan and Malabar. Okay, these were your coastal plains that you have to mark. You don't need to mark Northern Sarkars and Coromandel, they are just for your convenience. Now, chapter number 3, drainage. Now, you have to locate and label the following on the map of India. On the map of India, you will locate these lakes. Okay, which lake? Chilika and Pulicat, and rivers Narmada and Tapti. First, mark Chilika Lake. Okay, it's in Odisha. It's very easy to locate. Okay, Chilika Lake is right here. And as for Pulicat, just notice the boundary of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh and mark it right there. Pulicat Lake, just above Tamil Nadu's boundary. Okay, they are very easy to locate on the map. Next is rivers, Narmada River and Tapti River. First mark Narmada from the edge of Madhya Pradesh. It starts from the Amarkantak Plateau. Okay, then it flows through Madhya Pradesh to Gujarat, and then it drains into the Arabian Sea. Same from Tapti. Okay, start Tapti. It's again, Tapti also originates from Madhya Pradesh only, then it flows through Maharashtra, then Gujarat, and then it drains into the Arabian Sea. These all are the peninsular river system. You have to mark Narmada and Tapti river only. Okay students? So students, that was it for your map work. Please mark your maps neatly. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again.